Hey everybody, it's me Asinellus and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Reddit. Welcome to r/EntitledParents. And today I've got a bunch of great stories lined up for you about entitled mums and dads wanting to protect their babies, their precious little babies. And of course, doing dumb things in the process. So let's not waste another second and get straight into the video. Entitled Dad breaks my dog's ribs and gets choked out. I have a puppa, the bestest puppa. She's a Doberman, which is a Doberman Great Dane mix. I know, super creative name. Anyway, her name is Riggs, and my fiance's dog's name is Murtaugh. He's a small black-brown pug. Riggs is black, like jet black. Think super evil dog black. She's around 10 months and already weighs 84 pounds. She'll probably tack on another 100 by the time she's grown, so she's a big one. Being so big, she doesn't walk around like normal doggos. Unlike normal dogs, she doesn't walk around people, she walks through them. She just uses her weight and pushes people out of the way. Now this is important for later. One of her favorite things to do is lean all her weight on someone's legs. That and sitting on Murtaugh. Dunno why. Okay, enough backstory. Here's our cast. There's me, MI the missus, NK the nice kid, ED the entitled dad, and PO the saltiest sergeant there ever was. So me and the missus took the kids to the local doggy park. Murtaugh, looking like a burnt marshmallow, was running around freely. Riggs was on a leash because he's still a pup and people find her intimidating, so it's just easier. We're walking along to the corner of the park so the kids could do their business. When I turn around to ask the missus for a doggy bag, there's a loud scream. I immediately whip around and see Riggs, tail wagging, tongue flopping around. Picture a perfectly happy doggo, and about 15 feet away is what looks like a 10-year-old kid shaking like a leaf about to cry. Hey kid, are you okay? EK, his voice shaking as much as him. Keep that monster away from me! Kid, you're okay, she's not gonna hurt you. She's a big pushover. I pet her head for emphasis and she flops to the ground and rolls over for belly rubs. See? Nothing to be scared of. She's not gonna attack me? Maybe with kisses, but that's the only thing you have to worry about. You wanna pet her? I'll hold her collar real tight. NK nods slowly and starts inching over to Riggs, who's paying maybe 10% attention to NK. As he gets within range, Riggs starts sniffing his hand, then starts licking it. NK giggles and starts rubbing her head. Now Riggs is excited. She's found a new friend to extort itchings and scratchings from, so she starts leaning into the scratches. NK is struggling under the weight because I'm pretty sure they weigh the same. Seeing as they're having fun, I loosen my grip on Riggs' collar and I'm holding the leash. Riggs takes full advantage of that and leans full on into NK and they both go down giggling. I'm happy I helped a kid get over a fear of big dogs, because most big dogs are super chill good boys and girls. Suddenly, the happiness ends with an ear-shaking, "Hey!" I turn around and see this mid-30s, 5'10" guy. Wow, I love the 5'10" detail, that's very specific. Stomping his way over towards us, stopping a few inches from my face. Well, neck. I'm much taller than him. The missus gets behind me, which already has me on edge. I don't like her being afraid.
Did you just let your dog attack my kid?
No, they were just He interrupts me.
You should have this beast put down, letting it attack kids like that.
Do you think I'd just stand here and let my dog maul a kid? Dad, I'm fine, we were just playing. Yeah, your kid was scared of my dog, so I encouraged him to face his fear, and now he's got a new friend. Now, dear readers, to a normal person, that sounds very reasonable, but ED only picked up one thing, and he yelled it.
You made my son get face to face with this vicious dog.
Meanwhile, the vicious dog was whining about not being petted for a whole minute. The missus tugged me on the back of my sleeve. Honey, let's just go. She hated confrontation and wanted out of this. I nodded at her, letting her know I was gonna wrap this up. She nodded and went to collect Murtaugh. Listen, buddy, your kid's fine. Nothing happened and we're leaving. You're not worth it. While we were talking, Riggs was inching towards EK looking for some pets since she just got so horribly neglected. Edie sees this and kicks Riggs right in the ribs, hard enough to lift her front paws off the ground. She yelps loudly and falls down whimpering. Now, I'm not a people person. The missus is helping that, and I've been doing martial arts for years. It's something that really mellows me out, great stress relief, so I'm usually just a big teddy bear of a man. But nobody hurts my dog. Game the F on. I shove Edie hard away from the missus and Riggs, then check on her. She's shaking and crying, but she'll be okay after a vet check. I tell the missus to call the cops, then I go full mama bear and go to confront ED. Why'd you kick my dog, you psycho?
It was trying to bite my kid, so I'm putting it down.
You're not putting down anything, and the cops are coming for you now. Edie sees the missus on the phone and goes to take it from her. I step in front of him and he takes a swing at me. I push him out of the way and get him in a headlock. I choke him out, then drop him face down into the grass. The cops weren't too far away, because they got there within about 10 minutes. In this time, Edie had woken up and tried to hit me again, and ended up pinned down while I waited for the cops. The cop who arrived was a sergeant. This guy had a cigarette in his mouth and looked like he ran out of F's to give decades ago. He walks up and I let ED go and step back.
What the F is happening here?
ED starts shouting.
This guy had his beast attack my son, so I stopped it.
Police officer looks back at me who's checking on Riggs.
Is that what happened?
I do my best to calmly give my side of the story, and police officer is just staring us both down. He looked so done with this whole mess. He asks NK what happened. We were playing then fell, and my dad started yelling. He then kicked the doggy really hard. The police officer grunted a thank you and stood up.
Okay, you're both going to come with me for questioning.
ED went white as a ghost and started trying to talk his way out of it. The police officer wasn't having it. No problem, but can I load the dog into the car? She's too heavy for the missus. He nods and lets me. Then we go to the station, where we're there for maybe 15 minutes before I'm let go. We press charges and he gets arrested for battery and animal abuse. I felt bad for NK, but the missus let him play with Myrtle while she waited for me. His mum picked him up and she was super nice, apologizing profusely for her husband in a way that seemed like she's not doing it for the first time. We took Riggs to the vet. She's okay. ED's kick had cracked a pair of her ribs. She's got some medicine and is currently being spoiled rotten and loving it. Now it's in the lawyer's hands. I'll update if anything wacky happens. And I mean, I sort of understand where the entitled dad is coming from. These dogs are huge and look scary. But A, she was on a leash. B, his kid was fine and told him so himself. So it looks like this guy was straight up crazy and his wife knows it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that first story, and if you did, make sure to go down and hit that like button. It's something that really helps my channel get discovered. But don't worry, I won't waste another minute. I've got another dog-themed story lined up for you, so let's keep going with the video. I'm conflicted about the title. What should I call it? But I want one. Or possibly, my child is dying. Vote for your favorite one in the comments down below. Hello, I'm back, and for those of you who don't know me, please see my post history. If you are too lazy, then please read this quick overview. Me, the embodiment of laziness, will just read the overview. My name is Bookworm. I have a service dog in training who is a Corgi. She's a medical and psychiatric alert and response dog. In my state, service dogs in training have the same right as service dogs. I have a lot of entitled parent stories about her. I'm about to be a senior in the Midwest, and I've begun to experience mobility issues as well. So, onto the story. I was at my local mall walking around with one of my good friends with my service dog in training. Her name is Cora. I was looking at a clothes rack with Cora lying down right next to me. She has a blue service dog vest with 2 in-training patches on either side. I feel someone go, "Oh my god, doggy!" And I turn around and there's an adorable little girl who couldn't have been older than 5. She was running towards Cora and Cora perked her ears up. As a side note, my dog loves kids. She always flips onto her back for them so that they can pet her tummy. Whoa, hang on, sweetie. I move in front of my dog and crouch down so I'm eye level with the little girl. You can't pet her. Why not? She's a service dog, which means she has a job to do. What kind of job? I have medical issues and her job is to help me through them. The little girl's mother comes running into view and she looks at us. There you are, LG, and she grabs LG. You can't go running away like that. Mummy, look, a doggy. Aw, how cute. She looks at me. Where did you get her? I got her from a breeder that specifically breeds corgis for service dog work. Oh. Mummy, I want to pet the doggy. Oh, I'm sure this nice lady will let you. I open my mouth and LG says, no, because this lady says her dog is a service dog. Aren't service dogs supposed to provide comfort? Actually, the entitled parent interrupts me. Don't service dogs provide comfort to children in hospitals? My baby is dying. She just got out of the hospital and this is her last wish. How dare you deny my baby her last wish? I look at the girl who's currently dancing around while the EP is screeching at me. What you're doing is against the law. I know my rights as a parent of a sick child. I'm sorry your child is sick, but if a dog came to see her in the hospital, that's not a service dog. They're called therapy dogs. You're such a liar. My friend comes over and God bless my friend because she doesn't stand for anyone's BS. Shut up. Excuse me? You're either dumb, blind, or plain stupid. This dog has a vest that says do not pet. So either you also need a guide dog or manners on how to act like a reasonable person. EP's mouth drops open and she starts to screech again, but my friend cuts her off. You're setting a terrible example for your daughter, and I'm glad my mother isn't like you. Let me break it down for you. This is not your dog. It doesn't matter if this is a pet dog on the street. You aren't entitled to pet anyone's dog. What makes it worse is that you are in violation of the Americans of Disability Act, which means you're breaking the law, not Bookworm. This dog is tasked to migrate my friend's disabilities, so you have two choices. Either I call security and the police, or you can walk away. Your choice. EP sputters like a fish, but my friend just stands there with her arms crossed. Cora alerts me, letting me know my medical issues are beginning to act up. EP grabs her child and storms away as the little girl waves back at us. Goodbye, doggy! After they walk away, my friend and I find a table to sit at as Cora curls up underneath the table. She gets me my meds from Cora's vest and some water from a nearby fountain. And look at that, what a beautiful little pupper, and in big writing on the back, do not pet. Which makes complete sense because if this dog is on duty, its job is to make sure that the human they're protecting is alive and well. And I like the reaction of the daughter because she's like, no means no. Even a 5-year-old understood that if a service dog is helping this woman, then she can't be distracted from her job. But unfortunately, her mother didn't seem to have the brain capacity to do this, and the level of entitlement there is just through the roof. Alright guys, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed these dog-related stories, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel for videos every second day. Also, if you have your own stories, make sure to leave them down below. I would love to read them. But for now, that's it from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and all I want to do is see you all here next time. See you later, guys.